Hey, welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to try something different. I want to start making some Filipino food and getting it through the freeze dryer. Now, typically we don't make Champ-O-Rado from the box. We make it with the cocoa powder and scratch. However, I got a bunch of these boxes at a pretty good price. And I don't know how this is going to compare to the Champ-O-Rado we normally make, but Akad, who's shy, is going to help us. And what I'm going to have her do is I'm going to have her make up a batch of this, and let's see how many trays I can fill up. If it's not enough, I will make more. But when you see me next, we'll probably be cooking it in the pan. And then after that, you'll see me putting it and loading it into the Harvest Right freeze dry pans. So my first take of Filipino specific food, it's chocolate rice pudding. They call it Champ-O-Rado. Stand by. All right, we're back. So we have boiled 25 cups of water. These boxes say 5 cups per. Now they say they have everything in it. These are actually kind of almost instant already, but I want to make them freeze dried. I want to make them last for a long time. So we are going to pour these right into the water here. It's a big pan. Hopefully it's enough to fill up 5 trays. If not, I got another 6 or 7 boxes upstairs. I bought a bunch of them on sale. Mostly because they're about to expire fairly soon. Now, we all know Best By dates, and we know what that really means. But it's a powdered product, and I figured I'd like to make some Filipino freeze-dried food anyways. So let's see how we're going to do this here. So I see chocolate. Is that just the chocolate, or is there rice too?
Rice.
There's rice too? Oh, small rice? So it's small grain rice, okay. So what we do is we boil this.
Yeah.
For this, what it says in the box here. 5 cups water, ½ cup sugar. Oh, we need sugar still, right?
Yeah.
And 1 packet of this white grain Champ-O-Rado mix. Stir occasionally for 8 to 10 minutes until rice is cooked. All right, so we're gonna add sugar. How much sugar? We are going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna add 2½ cups of sugar. 2½ cups of sugar. Does sugar go in any time, or?
Later dito, Bill, when it's on when the rice is cooked.
When the rice is cooked, you put the sugar into it. Okay. All right, so normally I don't show you guys the cooking part, but this is the cooking part. So in 2 seconds, you'll see loading the tray part. Stand by. All right, so welcome back. So the Champ-O-Rado is now cooked, and I got a big pot of it here. I'm hoping that it's enough for 5 trays. I have 3 here ready and 2 off to the side over there that are ready. So I'm literally just going to start pouring this into trays. Now, I'm no rocket scientist and I'm a pretty simple guy, but I'm just gonna take this cup, scoop it in and pour it in. Now it's still hot. So you wanna see the consistency, it's thick like rice pudding. Let's see if I can get a little closer shot for you here. But I mean, it's pretty thick. That's the sugar and all the rice being absorbed. So let me tune down here. I'll probably make a big mess. Now I'm using these dividers mostly just so I can package it easier later by having it in dividers. It will allow me, when it's freeze dried, to pick it up in equal size or fairly equal sized chunks. And then I can take those chunks and bag them easy, right? So this is gonna hydrate to preference. So I don't need to worry about how much water comes out and how much water goes in, because when they rehydrate this, it's pretty much gonna be to preference. If they like it runnier or thicker or thinner. But, so I'm gonna go ahead and just continue along until I get all my trays full. And you'll see me when I'm taking it out of the freezer in 2 seconds. Thank you. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I have taken out of the freezer the frozen rice pudding. So if I didn't explain it the other day, this is a Filipino version of rice porridge / pudding. It's basically cocoa powder, milk, and sugar with rice and or sticky rice mixed together. And it's typically served hot. But yeah, so I've got it out now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it into the freeze dryer. Now I went ahead and pre-froze my freeze dryer so it's cold already. So let's get cracking. And you guys can see this stuff is frozen solid, right? Very cold to the touch. Let's see. I was going to try to use these gloves because it's so cold, but it doesn't. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, I'm curious because after the Jello pudding and my lessons learned there, I thought it would be interesting to do this Filipino pudding. Ugh, these things are frozen solid. All right, so I tell you what I'm gonna do. It's still a little frozen. I'm gonna give it a minute to thaw just a little bit so I can get the covers off. I'm gonna get them into the freezer and I'm gonna go ahead and start it. And in 2 more seconds, you'll see me taking it out of the freezer. Stand by. So it's been 46 hours since I put the Champ-O-Rado in the freeze dryer. And it now says it is ready to take out. So we can see our time here. And we can see that there's a lot of ice collected in here. And then we can see that it's definitely pulled away from the side of the separators. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel here. And I'm going to go ahead and hit no defrost. And I'm going to release all the pressure. Now I'm assuming this is done. This took about as long as the oatmeal did, which kind of makes sense because it's kind of the same consistency. But let's go ahead and pull it out and take a look here. It's definitely light, wafer thin. Nothing's cold to the touch. So you can see the consistency here. It is just it smells really chocolatey. So what I'm gonna do, and not bore you, I'm gonna pull all these out and I am going to bag them up. I will show you the completed bags when I'm done. And then after that, stick around, I will show you rehydrating this food. So let's see how it comes out. Stand by. All right, so as you can see, I got it all packaged up. I'm using the Harvest Right Mylar bags that came with my kit. I'm just finally getting around to using them versus some of the other ones I had stock of. But I got them labeled and marked, and I ended up with 12 large bags. And each bag is approximately 2 large servings. So I'm probably 4 cups of Champ-O-Rado per bag. So, you know, I like big servings, right? So I have 12 bags, so 24 servings of Champ-O-Rado, which is a Filipino rice pudding. And give me 1 more second and I will reconstitute this and do a taste testing. Stand by. All right, so I'm back downstairs now. So I got everything bagged up and put away the way it should be in the pantry. Now let's see how this stuff comes back to life. So I have 2 of these Champ-O-Rado blocks in here. Now with this pudding, it comes back to preference of choice. So what I'm going to do is, it is rice. I'm just going to add some hot water here, and I'm going to do it little by little. So there's about half a cup of water. And what I'm going to do, oh, it breaks up right away. That's pretty cool. So I am going to get it all stirred up here. And as I'm mixing this, I can tell already it's going to come back great. So what I might want to do is just wait so all the rice comes back. Let me just break up some of these chunks. That actually might not be enough water because the rice is going to absorb some of that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of more water in there. This is my gut feeling, right? So, and again, Champ-O-Rado is supposed to be kind of a wet pudding consistency. All right, so I'm going to cover this. I'm just going to use a plate here. I will let that sit for 10 minutes, and then we'll do a taste test. So stand by. All right, it's been 10 minutes. Let's take a look here. Well, still steaming, so it's still warm, which is good. Consistency looks spot on, exactly like it's supposed to, like a chocolate rice pudding. Let's take a taste here. Oh, let's not make a mess. That's good. That is absolutely perfect. So I am going to see if I can get a taste tester here to back me up. Oh, and here comes my assistant now. But God, come taste this Champ-O-Rado. I just rehydrated it, and I want you to tell me your thoughts. The fork is clean. I didn't lick the fork yet. I just put a clean fork in there. What a timid bite.
It's nice.
Back to normal?
Yeah.
Actually, try that lump. I want to see if that lump hydrated right or if it's still crunchy in the middle.
Yes,
Still a little crunchy, the lump? Or it's good?
it's good. It's nice.
All right. So, Champ-O-Rado Philippine pudding, rice pudding with chocolate, sugar, and milk. Seems to be a great success. Now, it did take 46 hours to freeze dry, which is quite a bit of time. However, it's nice to have some rice dessert in my long-term storage. So I'm really happy about this, and I'll probably do it again once I get done with a bunch of other stuff. I still need to stack a lot of vegetables and fruits. But I wanted to do another pudding one back-to-back against the Jello pudding. So anyways, if you're still watching, please hit that like button. It does help. And if you're new to my channel and you like this kind of content or the other content I have related to prepping, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you'll be notified when I'm doing releases of videos. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. I know there's a lot of channels you can watch. I do appreciate every comment, and I will reply to every comment. Until next time, thank you.